Here we go, AK Powders. Happy 4th of July. This is crazy. This is a character I've been begging to draw, begging to work on for a long time now. I'm just happy. I've had other 4th of July's that I wanted to do this, other flag days, like Jack Flag and Flag Day would be the best combination. Excuse me. Yeah, I was also hanging out a little bit. Oh, are we flipped? We got flip our camera. What is happening? This is something. Give me 1 second, AK Powers. Let me see if I can flip this real quick. Mirror. Here we go. The mirror is off. Guys, we're back. But no. I was hanging out reading Dune earlier because I was using this to prop up one of my sketchbooks that I cannot. Here we go. We're all over the place. But I was working on my Transformer sketchbook and I was using Dune to kind of keep the page open. So we try and talk about other things other than comics that we're reading and interested in. I also have to. What are we doing? I gotta get these lights up. Gotta get these lights. So intermittent Wi-Fi issues all day today. Very annoying. You can thank Comcast. I'm going to bring up a little bit of a Jack Flag reference to show you guys, but I want to try and do a complete Jack Flag piece. Jack Flag over here, created by Mark Grunwald, and more notably Dave Hoover, who I hung out. Excuse me, I hung out with Dave Hoover, spent time with him at the Art Institute of Philadelphia when he was present there. Really cool stuff. So always cheers to Dave Hoover. We try and focus on Dave Hoover as much as possible on this channel, but we do not focus on Dave Hoover enough on this channel. I will say that. Hopefully, we can correct that. So here's the cover that we're featuring. Captain America issue Fighting Chains by issue 434. Fighting Chains book 10. Fighting Chains was a big editorial push by Marvel to kind of bring relevance or excitement back to the character, which led to Heroes Reborn, the Rob Liefeld stuff. So I am just looking for. I'm all over the place. My AK Powders. I'm just looking for a little bit of a pencil. I need a pencil. I don't have one. Oh, we keep them here. Here we go. We got a pencil. So the clear comparison to Jack Flag, right, is Grifter over here from Wildcats, right? And he's got like a boombox, which is amazing. So do we draw Jack Flag in a Grifter style pose? Do we give him a gun? I don't know. I'm thinking yes, because it's also a chance for me to draw Grifter. Keep in mind, I don't have a lot of experience drawing any of the Wildstorm characters. I'm going to do my best to track Eric on Insta. What is happening? Dino on Insta. Hello. Doing my best to keep up with everything. Now, also keep in mind, we'll get some kick chat bots to come in. I have yet to rectify that issue. But we're going to draw everything on 2 separate pieces of paper. The prelim will be on my regular paper type, right? Copy paper, as we like to call it here in the US, and then we'll transfer everything onto the Strathmore Bristleboard Smooth. So let's get into this. I don't see a lot of people. I don't see too many people doing anything today. I thought there would be a lot of comic book live streamers out there doing this, but my fiance is dealing with a family emergency with her brothers. And, I thought I was going to that, but she kind of said earlier, um, I think she just is, I don't know. We got to talk about that. That I was a little confused with that. I thought I was not going to have this opportunity today to do this, but we're here now, right? And that's the big thing. So there's a grifter statue by Claiborne Moore, and we talk about him a lot on this channel. I just shot another Claiborne Moore video for Top Cow Tuesday. Maybe we can kind of make him like look into the side a little bit. I think he's got batons on his legs. So if we have limbs that go in tight places, it's always good to kind of like keep the entire limb inside of the frame of the piece. Like don't go outside the paper. Now we can always correct that. Hey, since I got you, buddy, here, yeah, it takes you a little too long to return text messages. But I just wanted to make sure you saw this. Right here. This is the opossum piece. Just want to make sure you saw it. Before like I kind of scanned it and threw it out. John, what is happening? What is up, John? Yeah, happy 4th. John, right here, Exodus Exodus Z or Z Exodus. Great issue 2 coming. Great looking horror book. We love zombies. We love drawing zombies. We love talking about zombies. But yeah, we're working on Jack Flag. If you guys aren't familiar, happy 4th of July. Let's effing go. But my original idea too for like this drawing too, I wanted to draw Jack Flag injured, kind of with like blood kind of coming from his waist. So we're stealing the idea from that grifter Claiborne Moore statue that we have featured on this channel a couple times thus far. So here, like we can kind of do a full scene because we can do like so. I don't like who's Jack Flag's villain. I think did he get killed by the Thunderbolts? Like Thunderbolts version 4 or 5 in what? Not Secret Invasion. Maybe what was the company initiative that came after Secret Invasion? Dark Reign. Maybe during Dark Reign he got killed. But we can kind of do we can kind of have one of his villains here. Could be a Cap villain. Like, kind of like stalking him. But and the cool thing about that, like maybe we should kind of make him holding his waist. Well, I hope you guys are doing well. What's everyone doing for 4th of July? I'm not. So here's the thing. Like a little bit family stuff, family emergency happening right now. I'm just waiting for general like updates and all that stuff. But once that balances out, this is like my first 4th of July. And I can't even tell you how long that I don't have to be somewhere. Like I'm not in the sun. There's a side of me that's somewhat happy that I can just like do this without too much pressure. because like you guys know me, like we always struggle here at AKA Pad for time. Like time is of the essence. Time is 100% precious for the efforts that you guys see. But yeah, like usually Fourth of July is a YOLO for me, and this is like the first time in a long time that we're not that I'm not kind of going nuts today. Now in Philly, there's going to be there's multiple fireworks. See, I wish in Philly though there was like a little bit more of a walkable like old city, but everything is kind of like tourist wrapped up or tourist trapped, and I'm not crazy about that. Like honestly speaking, I think there's a part of the history side of the city that should be more accessible to anyone. Like I don't know, and I get it. Like you have to charge money for some of these institutions, but I just feel like things like the Constitution Center and the Liberty Bell should be free. The city collects more than enough in taxes to make that stuff free. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. But see, like we kind of have a space here to draw whatever the heck we want. Yeah, here we go. Yes. Guys, I'm going to do my very best to respond and keep up with the chat. Even though I'm not digging what we have right here, I'm just not digging. There's a lot here we don't like. Just to put myself on the record. So there's a little bit of a more advanced technique when it comes to these kneaded erasers to where, see, you can kind of like roll it to lighten up your pencil drawing. And I kind of like that because you don't fully erase everything. So you have your under structure still there. Build out your figure. Build out your figure with construction lines. Always get disciplined. Get good with that. The more you do it, the better of an eye you develop during it. And have a beer. That sounds perfect. Oh, are you marinating the barbecue, or are you just putting the sauce on when you're at the grill? I like the marination. I like the marination method. Oh, nice! You're finishing up the gun. Yeah, how was that? Is that from? That's from the studio, right? The Gungoth piece. I keep forgetting. I gotta catch up on that. I gotta catch up on the Mark Poulton crew, right? The Mark Poulton homies on. See, like that's the other thing. It's there are a lot of accounts. Like even Don stuff. I don't see him much on Twitter, even though I know he posts all the time, constantly on Twitter. I don't get updates on his channel, and I don't think it's like conspiracy stuff. I just think it's a fault of the subscription model, or like like that YouTube has. Like it is goofy, dude. Like it's like you can kind of comment on people's pages all the time, interact with people, and you still don't get notifications. But I didn't see that. I think I saw that from Mark's post, which is weird because I don't interact with Poulton hardly enough, right? But I saw that he was. I think he posted that he was on, or maybe it was someone else. I don't know. And I guess like that leans into like a little bit like if you're listening, like the importance of the like the Hump Day core chat. See, I don't know. See, I like his leg sticking out. We gotta give him a gun, right, guys? We gotta give this guy a gun. Who's a good, like, yeah, we'll draw him like dripping blood. I think there's something to, like you can draw a character and try and make the character look kind of like cool and aggressive and relevant. A lot of us would say that's the '90s style. But then there's something to where, like you take that aggressive element, but then you throw it into like some type of narrative, like some type of like, could be a single image, like what we're working on here, but also like a story. And you used to hear that a lot back in the day. Always used to read about that. Even if you have like a single image, you have to tell a story. You have to just get good and disciplined with that. And I think like a lot of that got lost with the '90s generation. I think what happened was people felt like that I think they still feel it, that the '90s are somehow like this unfulfilled prophecy, and they have to kind of carry the torch, but they ignore what happened with the 2000s. A little bit more of an observation, if you guys care about that. If you guys care about the AKA pad observation, subscribe and support. Oh, speaking of that, we got I got a promo banner I gotta run. Yeah, okay. A few Hispanic execs. So Jack Flag coming in from the Twitter. That's a deep cut. Yes. Twitch coming in hot. Superior _ Spider. Thank you. I love that. I love the Romero Joker. Guys, we have to be honest. Romero Joker number one. The Jokers just go in order. It's Romero, it's Cesar Romero, Jack Nicholson, Heath Ledger, Joaquin Phoenix. That's the order of the great Joker live action interpretations. That is it. Oh, we just spilled the coffee there. But yeah, we do deep cuts here. Here's the crazy thing. The deep cuts get no they get no traction. No one get the algorithm doesn't care about the deep cuts, but we do. Because we're fighters here. We fight. We fight on this effort. The AKA pad effort. But everyone, like new and old, holy crap, it is an honor to have you guys hanging out with me here. So here's the thing. Like, I'm kind of, like, am I doing like a homage to that statue? I guess I am. So maybe here I have to put like after Claiborne more. Now, keep in mind, I got the statue over here. I'm not even looking at it. Oh, he's got two guns on the whatever. We'll still do the homage. I don't do a lot of homages, or I haven't done much. But see, like also here, like I kind of like should. I kind of want to draw like I kind of want to hit the American flag somehow integrate it into this. Yeah, and be very patient, guys, because we're just trying to get the anatomy going. right? We want the anatomy to. The anatomy's got to be. You have to have standards. We talk about this a lot. You have to have a good eye for anatomy. You have to practice it. You have to. Uh, you have to kind of work on cognizant function. Like how do you receive images like in your own mind's eye, right? And then how can you expand on that when it comes to memorizing and developing a little bit, like some instincts? I see a lot of individuals out there that they have like good rendering ability, like they can render, but they're not kind of, again, like not disciplined, not on the fundamentals. I'd rather be known as like a good fundamental guy, a good practitioner of the craft, meaning we can do things with like any material. Like that's my barrier. Like those are the things that I strive for. But like again, like that's the stuff you have to decide also. Like what like what do you want to be known for when it comes to illustration? That's tough, dude. Like, like because I think a lot of people just struggle to do something accurate or something that kind of looks like appealing. But happy 4th of July, everyone. Like, it is awesome just being able, just hanging out with you guys. See, I kind of wanted to, right? Like, is that a good pose? I kept forgetting to look it up. I'm pretty sure Jack Flag is dead or was dead at one point. Like they killed him, they brought him back. They redesigned his like the mask part here where it kind of mimics Grifter, where it's more like a shield. It's like we're catching up. Yeah, that's the way to go. Oh, if you want a grill suggestion, if you have a squirt bottle and you have vinegar and you have apple juice, do 1/2 vinegar, 1/2 apple juice, and squirt the chicken with the squirt bottle. It'll keep it moisture. Like you won't suck the moisture out of the chicken so quick. Yeah, I mean, and that's kind of that's a little bit of what like going to the conversation yesterday. This is why like the Hump Day show is. I think it's important. I think there's a core of guys now, and now like the reach of Hump Day needs to get into more of the general audience, to sell the books. We have to reach like together, all of us. We have to reach a general audience to move the books and not just sell books amongst ourselves. Like that's if we're talking about it. Yeah, maybe. Maybe some of it is like those tags and things like that. Yeah, but I saw John. John was posting Hump Day on what? Facebook, and I think he did something on Insta. I got a little bit of a formula to start rolling out Hump Day promotions and things like that. I just have to. I just gotta get to it. Oh, you should just move to Philly. Oh, move to Philly. and then we can we can help each other. Yeah, the obscure characters are great. They really are. That see, like getting back to this right here, the truly obscure characters are American comics. It's not the tier people, the tier characters. It is the deep cuts. It's the oddballs. It's all of that. It's the forgotten history. So, real quick side note, because I'm just remembering here, the statue has like a tire, right? Is he on? He is on the tire, but I think we're just gonna put the tire in the background. But yeah, and it's not just that; it's like the forgotten characters of the '90s. It's the forgotten. Oh, we have a little banner. Let me put up the banner. We got guys. The podcast, everything with the podcast is right here. Okay, it's on every single. It's the Film Buff podcast. We're gonna be rolling in like more commercials now, more promos within it to promote all kinds of things. Like namely my stuff, but like you guys are more than welcome to include in that within reason, of course. But yeah, I mean, we're like the AKA pad effort is constantly evolving. And I think I'm kind of getting clear. Like I said this before, where we're clearing out some good stuff to get back to sequentials. And there's like my projects, and then there's maybe like 5 or 6 other in queue ready to go down to the layouts. So like let's let it rain. Like let the productivity rain. We need an orange slot. We just need it. There you go. Look, the coffee stain does make. You know how many of my like? I'm not joking. So and Superior Spider, if you can, we're find me on social, connect. You seem of the correct mindset of the AKA Pad Army, but I can't tell you how many finished pieces ended up with this. And I got coffee stains on. Like I'm trying to look. I found some old storyboards for this one project. Like even this one here. Like this is one of my books here. Look, there's coffee on that. It's everywhere. I don't give a crap. Don't care. I gotta see what's happening on Insta. S. Tanner. Thank you for joining. We're just doing a lot of stuff here, guys. I think it's exciting. All right, so give me 1 second. We're going to get back to the chats. I just need to. But yeah, getting back to like, does Jack Flag have a Marvel Legends? Like that's kind of where, because like right, like aren't they out of characters from Marvel Legends? Like what other avenue? If there's a Jack Flag Marvel Legends, I might just. Not that I like buying action figures. I'm just curious. Let me look it up. Right, usually as rare as people like to say Marvel Legends are, they're always on Amazon though. Jack Flag. Yeah, I don't see one. Let's see. I thought they had one. Cause didn't they do Cap Wolf too? Yeah, I don't see one here. Let's try Google. I think Marvel Legends would populate with the pre-search images. Jack Flag, Marvel Legends. Yeah, right. Like none of this looks real. None of these. We have Union Jack. Oh wow. Did they do a Citizen V like this? Holy crap. Holy crap. See, that's the crossover we need. We need Jack Flag in this era Citizen V. That's because this era Citizen V could go toe to toe with Captain America. Super cool stuff, guys. All right, let's get back to it. Let's get back to it. Now I'm trying to get back to my browser. Hold up here, because yeah, having the references helps. And here we go. Isn't this cool though? I always liked that freehand, like that. He's kind of like it really says like street graffiti. And we got some wonderful graffiti here in Philadelphia, PA. I think Philly is, and I've studied and photographed and documented graffiti all over the U.S. and the world. Philly has some of the best graffiti crews on planet Earth. See, like, and now it's like, should I tuck in the arm a little bit? He's got these like cool like he's almost like over designed, like in a way. But I like his like crazy, because he's got the Captain America like gloves on. But we're going to draw those all torn up, so. Once I get some of these shapes down, we will light box this, just so you guys know. And we're not doing a good job at all. Like red, white, and blue hair. I'm telling you though, it's just like cool, like wild, like design choices from this era. And and again too, I think it's worthy evaluating. Like why didn't the 90s like I guess like the 90s or the 2000s is somewhat of a like accurate observation, because you have to kind of question like why is that the case? Why is the clearly superior work of the 2000s, you might want to call it like the 2000s in American comics is a reconstruction, right? And but the 2000, we have people ignore like the Incredible Hulk run. They ignore the Superman titles. They want to tell you that Straczynski on Spider-Man was a absolute bug nuts failure. Stuff like that, right? But the 90s is like kind of like what resonated. And I think some of it is that people feel like the 90s is unfinished business. See, and we get, even though we like bulging 90s muscles, we got to be responsible a little bit in how we're using that. So, and then he's got like, he's got this like jacket on. Some of his gear is indicative of Ash from from Event Comics. Like we want to kind of use bold blacks here, especially around the blood, because that'll just pop it, make it a little bit more noticeable. I mean, we need like a cool villain here though, like someone. I think it would be cool if there was like a like Wolverine or something, or maybe Maverick from the X-Men. Like put him against a hero. Like bad day at the office for Jack Flag. I think we're there right now with this. We're going to give him more combat boots. He had straight superhero boots, so we're going to modify that. But then we're also going to, we'll shade this too. We'll put him, and we'll put some like bullet holes just around these bricks. I guess for like Cap, villain wise, right? I mean, Crossbones makes so much sense, and Crossbones was the Blood Hunt storyline that kind of reigned into this era. And those books were spiking, right? With the Werewolf by Night stuff, when Werewolf by Night on Disney Plus was like exploding. We're gonna give him, probably like a star belt buckle too. Give me 1 second, guys. We will get to that chat. So again, we can just fade this. Should be Onslaught. I'm trying to think of like some of the prominent villains that Marvel had at this time. The Avengers were caught up in like a Mephisto war. They were caught up with storyline called Time Slip. Fantastic Four, they were in the future Franklin Richards zone. So we need, guys, like we need a good dude here. We need a good villain. We'll do some wreckage around the villain too. Like, and this is where sometimes, like, if the cover comes first, like on the editorial level, you kind of say, oh, like so and so, he drew a tire, right? But then with like you take this, and I realize sometimes the covers come last, or the book's already kind of in production, and you can't change too much. But like in this case, you would kind of be, you would send this to your writer, or like artist, writer, team, and you say, look, like let's incorporate this tire in the story. Is there a way to have like Jack Flag have a ride, and like the car kind of gets like blown to smithereens, and he's got to fight you through. He can't just escape. Like that's what strong editors do. See, so some of these shoulders I have to kind of, because we're not torquing right with these shoulders. We always want torque in our character, in our figure design, our posing design, I'll say. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, I just think it's. I also think it's there's like an added discipline, or like like a serve excuse me, not service or not discipline. There's an added service to excuse me. There's like an added service you're giving to the comic book world when you take obscure characters and you do something with them. Like there's a reason why we got the credits on the page here. This is something I'm going to continue to do in all of my efforts. It's you kind of help just to get people's names out there. A little bit of a reminder. And there is a lot, that people kind of memory hole at this point. Too much so, I'll say. All right. I think we'll go for the light board, and then you guys can see the last light board project. We were working on Magic, which was a redraw from a viewer submission redraw, we'll call it. And we got, we're there with this one, though, right? This is now her hand here. I kind of had, the perfect, and then I kind of cropped it wrong when I transferred it. So I had to pivot, but this is really, it just pisses me off. But I feel like there's a little bit more motion in this one. And that's kind of why we noodle feverishly back and forth. So we can kind of just get that emotion. We want that emotion in that artwork. So there she goes. I got to scan this in too. Keep in mind, AKA Powders, I do not keep my originals. If you get any of my originals, it's because you're one of the gifted ones. Originals mean nothing to me. We just need a digital. Let's go here. We'll see what's superior. Yeah, in a way. Yeah. Yeah, thank you, Ohm. See, this is why I'm so nice to Ohm. Because he just knows how to compliment me. He just kind of butters my bread the right way. Boom. It's good to have 2 directional desk lamps so you can, if you're using a light box, you can make things visible relatively quick and easy. Where's my blank? Here we go. We'll see what's happening over here on Insta. And nothing. Neil, what is up? Neil Sandune. I love that. I love that handle. Eric Mangel also came through, guys. That's huge. Now, for some reason, I'm not getting a full live view on Insta anymore. And it's hard to check my own profile. Right? I don't think. It's really weird. I cannot check my own profile if. Yeah, goofiness. It's kind of like if I end up. Do I go to someone else's profile, right? So let's see. Let's switch profiles and see. Okay. Yep. I see myself live. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? I guess it does make sense, but I want to say at one time there used to be an option to view Instagram from a viewer standpoint. So you can view your IG profile as if you were not yourself. And even YouTube had that option. I think they've rephrased it or moved it around since then, but a little bit annoying. All right, we got this going here. Guys, get good with drawing for yourself. Get hyped over what you're creating. Draw things you want to see. Get good with that philosophy. Get disciplined with that philosophy. If you work on things that you like, that you enjoy, no one can really say anything, and that's you need that armor sometimes. We're already an hour in, and we're not even to the inks. I guess we're just working slow here. Yeah, spray bottle. Yes. There we go. I need. Yeah, make a or vice versa. Yeah. Like like the the cool thing though is that dude, I'm like, it's so funny. I'm more interested in coming to you and breathing that air than I would be you coming to me. Even though like things would be great. I think we would have a great time. I would love it to get like you and Rex though, like or us. We go visit Rex, like we talked about. That would be hilarious. All right, guys, let's do some penciling. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out some of the. Just trying to be a little bit delicate with the line selection here. So I'm messing up the measurements here for his head because I kind of decided to give him like to make some of his face visible, but we'll make that like a bloody face. But some of this is not connecting. But what a like if they really put this character out to be a somewhat of a like shelf stealer for Wildcats, right? If they're just like, oh, like like let's put out this like Jack Flag, and we'll be able to, like there's bound to be people that pick up this book thinking it's related to Wildcats, and but kind of like not fully monetize the character during, and I guess like why would they if they're hiring Jim Lee and giving Jim Lee what like $1 million up front to do Heroes Reborn, because like Jim Lee at that point's got to be like, hey, look, like that Jack Flag character was cute and all, but like he's got to go type stuff. It's almost like I want to pull it now and just ink the face and put it back. Like that happens sometimes where don't forget about the torque. Because like you kind of want to work in pieces, like you want to be clear on the parts of the detail that matter. So it's like might as well just ink it while it's fresh, like while you still see it. There's a lot here that you, again, like it's the mind's eye. You have to kind of follow where your attention is, what your retention is, and not expect things to be a certain way when you get back to them. So it's better just to knock it out, and then again, like you can focus on other elements with equal attention. I think that attention breaks if you wait too long. And again, too, like it gets to the point where like all of your forms like should be round. You should always be like swinging your hand. So I've been dealing with this runny nose again. Same type of runny nose I had a year ago. And it is some type of infection. I felt kind of sick yesterday, but then I drank a lot of whiskey. Technically, no, I drank 2 Buffalo Trace Manhattans, but give me 1 second, AK Powders. I will be right back. All right, we're back. Oh, sorry. We Oh no. I got one like already like playing like I didn't see. Oh my god, I missed that. No, a Hump Day art book. I think I'm there, dude. Like I might have enough. I'm trying to say I had a list. I think I got 14 or 15 drawings, like full size pieces. I would want to redraw like the glitch one. I would also include these guys, but I guess like my whole intention for like a Hump Day art book would be to have like the independent characters first, but then kind of maybe like work backwards. But then I would like the inside pages, like for example, like the inside pages to be like a profile of the creator, the character, um, like like where you get the issues, stuff like that. Like notes on publishing, but like very comprehensive. Oh my god, the fills are down. The fills are down by 3 guys. Let's just sit here. Give me 1 second. I need a little bit. See, like, so here he has. I guess he doesn't have the same type of. See, This is this is Mike the Dow Jr. redraw. See, we gets like some. But see, like that's what we need. So he doesn't quite have. All right, so he's got armored. It's almost like armored gauntlets, but we can kind of like split it and take this piece out. But I love that he's got like knuckled, not like riot gloves on it. Essentially, he's got knuckled riot gloves. Yeah, and he's got this. See, like I'll do like hit the stars that he's supposed to have on his shoulder pads. Like they'll be like shot up and kind of like torn up and stuff. Sorry, guys. Oh, blacking out there again. Let's get back to the chat. Yeah, isn't it, dude? It's so much fun, But I kind of I I do like this this environment though. I just can't have like too much of it though. Can't have too much of a chat flow. He does not have a figure. Thank you, Superior. Thank you. Yeah, what I still don't get the wrench things. Oh, we got Tank. Rom, I know Rom got a figure. Like, what the hell? I think Rom is it's good stuff. Uh I have a friend that is completely into the Marvel Rom like run. And he literally like he loves it, he swears by it. I think it's a like a character and a little bit of a story of a like bygone era in Marvel American comics, right? But I do feel like Rom is like he's kind of over I don't want to say like hyped, but Rom is just like it's almost like Rom can just like fade away in my view. Because like here's a crazy thing. If you read what was it? That in Infinity, right? Infinity, that 6-issue series, the Thanos one, not Infinity War, Gauntlet, Crusade, but Infinity. Thanos makes a comment. It might have been issue 1 where he took out the Space Knights and he killed all the Space Knights. Rom dies like off the page, off the panel, but then like later that like they've retconned that, and that's the stuff where they really have to crack down on that. Yeah, what is up, Tank, dude? Tank, I miss you, buddy. Where you been, Tank? I know Tank's got a couple things. I saw one of your posts, Tank. Maybe drop a link. Yeah, I know Tank Ferret's alive. It's fun. I love it how people just get excited for Tank because Tank's great. We love Tank. Yeah. Go promotion. I know. I guess like the wrenches would allow people to drop links. There we go. Got a bigger hammer. Matt. Oh, Matt's here. Matt. Dude. Matt. Great to see you, buddy. Matt's fantastic, guys, if you're not familiar with Matt. Matt's also too, right? Like long time online, like long time friend of just of each other's work. To me, like largely underrated talent, but I think that's a little bit of this group. I think we have a lot of underrated individuals. Myself being the most underrated, right? The most Peter A. DeLuca, the most underappreciated talent in the game today. But we got all you guys too. Just makes it better. No, we're on. Yeah, we're on the Bristol now. I know I'm behind on the chats, guys. Rocking and rolling, guys. I love this. Hail John. Yes, John's great. Tank's great. Ohm's great. Yeah. We got here. We got here we go, guys. Cheap viewers, stream boo. FYI. A little bit of a I mean, right, I should charge these guys for the promo. Very cool. Mark should give you the thumbs up on that right away, dude. Right? Isn't Gungoth in like mid funding or mid campaign? I don't know what's the term. What is the term for that? Currently campaigning, currently funding. Yeah, so these stars will be like shot up. So I drew them like a little bit bigger just so we can get that effect. I just don't have the blood here looking right. Gotta keep working on it. I feel so dirty making this such a clear reference to that Grifter statue. See, I always like miss the elbow, and I got to put in like an extra like muscle, and I hate that. I gotta get better with that. I gotta correct that. Like bad instinct on my end. I gotta rub that out. Sorry, guys. Just blacking out, putting in my blacks. No pun there. Right, like let's just kind of give you guys a little bit more of a look. But that's kind of where we are. Kind of. Still in the suck mode. See, there's parts of this wound here, blood wise. I'm not like it needs to be like the right shape, and I'm not hitting. I'm not nailing the shape. And over here too, I wanted to kind of do like the we'll do like the star kind of like like the sun just hitting that like perfectly. Or another light source. For the type of day that this guy's having, the light source is going to be like pyro coming out of nowhere to like torch them. I was thinking like Bushwhacker. Yeah, if you guys are familiar with that Punisher villain. Was Bushwhacker in the Shang-Chi movie? Is that Bushwhacker in that? I forget. Oh my god. Top Tomato, idiosyncratic pulp. Hello, hello. Hello, we'll just see my chat is not 100% right here, guys. Sorry. We're getting there. Yeah, it's like we want to draw enough blood like gushing out of him that he has like seconds to kind of like before he like blacks out. He's just a normal guy, right? Again, like he's hiding behind this like completely like torn out wall. So maybe like we don't have room for the villain now, or someone stalking them, which is fine. I mean, I think we're kind of like, I think we're in like a acceptable place with this one. And I say acceptable because, um, it's not quite 100% though. Again, to like, we want like a shadow like hitting him. I think that'll add to like the ominous, like like he's, like I said, like about to kind of get hit again. Like there's his final seconds. But I think we're a little bit there. So like a little bit consistently, right? Like we've been slowing down like the penciling. The penciling's been taking 90 minutes now. But I think we're adding more line work, more detail to every single recent piece. So yeah, like you can there's reasons for it. Like you should always be able to explain like your time. Like where does the time go when you work on something? You should have an explanation for that in any circumstance. If you cannot explain your time like frame or it's hard to kind of believe anything else. But I think we're there. Like, like we're in a halfway decent spot. So, all right, guys, we're going to call it. We're going to roll out with a video. But, dude, guys, I love you. Thanks so much for, again, like hanging out. Let's get into it. Let's get out of here. Let's see. We need like a nice, like right here.